ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Discovering Decoding Destination show. And it's my great honor to be the host today. So today we are going to explore one of the most famous destinations in the world, and which is located in Vietnam. So let's see, before finding out which is it, please give a big applause to welcome three guests to the show to help us explore this. Big applause, please. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today, and it's my great honor to be here with you guys all, and for knowing who they are and what makes them so special for our show. Please watch a short video. In 2017, a film called Skull Island, if you guys are curious. So this film was filmed in Vietnam, many Vietnam locations, and this teaser is just one of them. Can you guys guess where is it? Okay, Hạ Long Bay. That's correct. So that's also the topic of today's episode. We are going to explore Hạ Long Bay with three special guests to the show. So this is Phạm Hương, the explorer, who can help us enjoy the legend and hidden caves in Hạ Long. Welcome. And Ngọc Diệu, the geologist, who helps us find more science behind this wonder. And last but not least, Mai Linh, who can help us find more about the environmental impacts that human activities have caused and how to solve this problem. So once again, a warm welcome to three guests joining with us. Thank you so much. And as we all know, that Hạ Long Bay is a very famous destination to millions of tourists. And this is recognized as UNESCO World Heritage Site. And first of all, I guess many of us are curious about what is the legend behind this destination and which are the hidden caves that a lot of people want to find more. So I want to hear from Phạm Hương, the discoverer.
Okay, so when I traveled to Hạ Long Bay, I was told by local people that the name Hạ Long Bay is tied to a legend passed down through generations. In Vietnam's early days, the Vietnamese were attacked by a foreign invader. Seeing this, the Jet Emperor dispatched a mother dragon and her offspring to aid Vietnamese people in the battle. After having Vietnamese people to defeat the foreign invader, the dragon had a chance to admire the scenery, and seeing a peaceful land and hard-working people, the mother dragon decided to settle in the spot to protect the Vietnamese people forever. And today, the place where the mother dragon landed is known as Hạ Long Bay, and the place where her offspring descended is Đại Cửu Long Bay. And when exploring Hạ Long Bay, I have a chance to admire its stunning scenery. However, there are three places impressed me the most. That is Hòn Trong Mái, T-Top Island, and Sửng Sốt Cave. One of the most iconic sites I encountered was Hòn Trong Mái, also known as Fighting Cock Island. Rising dramatically from the water, these two rocks resemble a pair of roosters facing each other. Further into the bay, I set foot on T-Top Island. T-Top is one of the most picturesque islands in Ha Long Bay area. And after climbing to the top, I was rewarded with panoramic view of the bay. And it felt like I was standing at the edge of a hidden world, untouched and timeless. And there's a true mystery awaited inside Sung Sot Cave. Sung Sot Cave is one of the biggest, most beautiful caves in Ha Long Bay. And as I venture inside, the cave opens into a vast chamber filled with magnificent stalactites and stalagmites. And the illuminated cave, the illuminated rock formation create a fantastic shape. Some resemble dragons, others look like ancient animal or flowing current. And as an explorer, I feel like that is what makes the place truly unforgettable.
Thank you so much, Mai, for such a very interesting facts about this extraordinary place. So I think behind the legend of this place and hidden caves that a lot of people want to discover, I want to hear more science side of this place. Can you tell us more, Diệu?
Thank you, Khánh Ngọc. You call Hạ Long Bay a fantasy movie, but for a scientist like me, it's a 500 million year old masterpiece. So have you guys ever wondered about the scientific mystery beneath those islands? To understand about Hạ Long, we have to dive into the history of the Earth itself. First, let's travel back 500 million years ago. This entire area was once covered by a warm and deep ocean. Imagine billions of tiny sea creatures living and dying here for ages. Their shell and skeletons stayed at the bottom, and under massive pressure from the water above, they were formed into the thick limestone layers we see today. But how did the stone get out the water? Around 20 million years ago, tectonic movements lead the seabed, forming a giant plateau. Imagine a giant hand lifting the bottom of the ocean into the sky. However, it wasn't the beautiful islands we see today. It was just a big, flat block of stone. So what creates the shape? The secret is erosion. In our tropical climate, the rain and sea waves act like natural carving knives. They attack the cracks in the rock for millions of years. So when the creating the unique shapes we see today, some look like animals, as you guys can see here, like the hòn trâu mái or the hòn trâu đá, and some look like giant fingers sticking out of the water. And the mystery continues underground. Rainwater mixed with carbon dioxide forms a weak acid that slowly dissolves the rock. And when it too weeks, the ground collapses, creating caves like Sừng Sốt and Thiên Vung. So Hạ Long is a living museum. It is still being rewritten by nature every single day. But as Khánh Ngọc said, this museum is fragile. So to understand why we might lose this wonder, we have to talk about the human impact. So back to you, Khánh Ngọc.
Thank you so much, Diệu. So actually, Hạ Long Bay is very attractive. That's why millions of visitors per year coming to this place. So that's caused mass tourism, which have overcrowding and so many pressure on the ecosystem of this place. So I want to hear more about the environmental impacts from the human activities and also the solution from you, Miley.
Well, thank for host Diệu Ngọc and presentation, host Khánh Ngọc and presentation of youth. And next month I have situation, we can see that the government has a good policy to protect and preserve the bait. But it still has some matters of concerns. The first one is human activity. Increasing of human activity has significantly affected its environment. Everyday operate, daily operate boats releasing fuel emissions and waste into the water, and moreover, overcrowding also leads to the amount of unrestricted waste entering the bay. Moreover, local fishing activity when unregulated have led to declining fish population and disrupted marine ecosystem. And you, do you agree with me about this impact on Halong Bay now?
Yes, I agree.
Well, recently I have submitted some conservation solution to management board of Halong Bay. The first one is effort are being made to promote eco-friendly tourism, such as limiting the boats, encouraging using cleaner fuels, and raising awareness among tourists about environmental protection. And we also have marine projects and to restore coral reefs and preserve endangered species. And moreover, the local people live in there should to take part in education program and sustainable livelihood alternative to have Earth protect Halong Bay. And these are about some impact and reservation I can introduce for you guys today. And
thank you so much, Mylene, for such a very interesting information about the impact from the human and also some way to preserve Halong Bay. And to sum up and summarize all the information we have just heard from three experts, we have a very little question for all of you. And of course, there's a little gift for the correct answer. So the first question, as you guys have heard, which one is the Fighting Cock Islands? Okay. Yes, that's the correct answer. So the gift will give to you later. The second question, it's really easy. What is the efficient way to preserve Halong Bay with four small answers? I read it out loud. Implementing green tourism and strictly limiting the ecosystem carrying capacity. B. Expanding industrial zones and deep sea ports within the heritage core. C. Evacuating all local residents and banning any human preserve forever. And D. Organizing smooth monthly volunteer group to pick up trash on the beach. So, okay. Okay, A. That's the correct answer. Congratulations. And these two questions also the end of our presentation today and also the end of the show today. I hope you guys will watch the next episode. And now thank you so much to three experts and all audience for watching to the end. Thank you and goodbye. See you next episode. Okay, I will present that. During the presentation preparation, we have prepared from online first. We just texting. So I asked everyone to find out what is the direction that each person wants to go for the presentation. So there's so many opinions, but I really love hosting a show, especially in English. So I just show my idea for 3 other members, and they agree that okay, we will make that presentation to become a show. And I asked them to do the outline, how to make that come true, and we also use AI ChatGPT for framing the outline ideas first, and then all of us talk over and agree with the format and also the information. So each of us have a role to find the information about that. And just yesterday we have an offline meeting to practice over again the presentation. And for the difficulties, I think that's the information that 3 experts have to learn. It's so really like scientific and hard to remember all of these academic words. So for me, I think it's not hard, but for 3 experts, it's hard. I think.
Well, I want you to reflect on your own presentation. What are some strengths and weaknesses of your presentation that you think of? Do you think?
Answer your questions. I think our strength is our the way we present today. We make a talk show and we are characters of our environment to it. She's a geologist and she's in explorers. And I think this is interesting for you guys and for you to enjoy our presentation. And I think the business of our group is Hello Base is a common destination, and we try to make it more interesting for you guys to listen our presentation. And we should prepare a lot of new information and have some interaction with you guys to make the presentation more interesting and make you guys more concentration about our presentation.
I want to add one witness that I see that during the science behind that water, this knowledge, this information is quite tough and quite hard for everyone to understand deeply. And about the information we bring, we're not the expert, real expert. So it's hard for us to have a deep understand and deep facts about that place. So I think that's also the witness.
Well, did you use any sources for your information? For example, the scientific part that you have mentioned. Did you find any reference materials? Can you cite the source that you have taken those information from?
For my part, this part,
And you can turn back to one of your slides. Yeah.
on this slide, I generate this picture from Gemini, and the information is from Google. I